If you're a new or expecting parent, odds are you got at least one of these little things. We call them swaddles or baby straitjackets. And here's how they breastfeeding. Itch. Oh. I'm all right. So, welcome to Tit Talk. I'm Chelsea. We're going to talk a little bit about the swaddling your babies. First myth, that it's like being in the womb. There's nothing womb-like being recreated in using a swaddle. Babies inside the womb, surrounded by water and buoyant, wiggly and kicky and really kind of violent sometimes and aggressive in their movements, but they have access to their hands. They can play with their umbilical cord, they can chew on their fingers, they can pull their hair. There's about a bazillion things they can do in there. Not one of them is usually this. If you want to recreate the womb, the absolute best way you could go about doing that is some skin to skin. Baby can hear your heartbeat. They smell what to them, we think, smells like amniotic fluid being emitted from the areolas. They are having their temperature regulated by your body. Comfortable, and if their nose itches, they can still do one of these. Reason 2, swaddles suck. Having a baby swaddled makes it actually impossible to properly, safely position them to latch at the breast. How's that, you ask? Well, here's what happens. In order for baby to latch effectively, they have to essentially be hugging the boob. We call it belly to belly sometimes. You just want to imagine that they are Superman, both arms outstretched, giving the boob a little bit of love. It is not a safe thing to have your baby's arms crossed in front of their chest and restrained, because if your baby at the breast cannot breathe or needs to get your attention, they use these hands to push away and let you know. This means they might suffocate. Face into boob and all that stuff. So if you can't position your baby belly to belly at the breast, which is how we want them so that they can latch deeply, your other option is to have them turning their head to the side over their shoulder. I don't know that I could comfortably swallow like that. It also is pretty uncomfortable, which means your baby probably won't stay latched to the breast even if you can get them there without destroying your nipples. They're not going to hang out for very long. When a baby doesn't hang out for very long, could mean a lot more feeds for you, lower output, reduced weight gain, just all around not good stuff, which will then of course get blamed on breastfeeding, but in reality it's just poor breastfeeding. Reason 3 why swaddles suck: they make your baby sleep too deeply. Yes, I know. We have all been told by numerous people that we should be getting a straight 8 hours of sleep every night, but that's not really based on much in terms of normal human behavior. And it sure isn't based on much based on parental behavior. Babies wake up very frequently during the night and during the day. This is a protective factor to get fed, to make sure that their needs are met, and to help them remember to breathe. Like they were on life support until they came out. They're still getting used to these bodies. It really is very dangerous for you to let or force your baby to sleep for an extended period of time in the first 2 to 3 months of life. We'll have an entire series of videos coming up in the next few weeks about how positioning works, how to make each individual position function for you and your family and your situation. Give you a lot more details about how you can make the whole getting them to the boob, keeping them at the boob, and not crying the entire time, in order. More on that at another time. For now, the takeaway should be swaddles do not do what they say they do, and all it's going to get you is a really hungry, really crabby baby who's super fussy and probably not going to be able to latch very well anyways. This may go against what you probably already heard, believed, or have been told, so if you've got more questions about my feelings on this topic and how to avoid this pitfall, feel free to drop a comment section below. You can also find us on Instagram at myorobaby or on orobaby.com. See you next time. Don't swaddle the baby.